The good news about your Achilles is this: you can bulletproof your Achilles, meaning you can get your Achilles mathematically to a point where sports or normal human life will not give it problems. You'd have to jump off like a very high building, mathematically speaking, to cause your Achilles problems. And the reason is because your Achilles tendon attaches to your soleus muscle, and your soleus muscle has the strongest pull, or it should, of any muscle in your body. Its strength potential is insanely high, so we can put serious layers of bulletproofing for our Achilles, but we load and strengthen our soleus when our knees go over our toes. So to the degree that we limit our knee going over our toe, we limit how much we develop the soleus, which should be the strongest muscle in our bodies. So we are seeing a direct mathematical link between restricting knees over toes and Achilles tears. Not to mention, we also know, based on actual medical evidence, the better your ankle can bend, the stronger you are with your knee going over your toe in a step-down test, the less chance you have of knee ligament tears. So by restricting knee over toe, simply because that's where pressure goes on your knee, by avoiding that, we've now created an epidemic of knee ligament tears and also Achilles tears. And in countries where they take an opposite approach and say, oh, your knee hurts, we need to get good at this, they have less than one knee surgery and knee replacement for every 19 of ours. We have manufactured these issues. We have created them, and it is simple math between how strong are you with your knee behind your toes, that's your power, versus how strong are you with your knees over your toes, which then handles that power. There's nothing wrong with knees behind toes, but it's a math equation. How much power do you possess versus how much can you handle your own power? And we have two exercises, one for the range, one for the strength in that position, to systematically, step by step, without ever working through pain, give you a world-class Achilles in terms of bulletproofing by addressing the soleus rather than running from the issue. Let's look at these exact steps. Level 1 is standing on a 2-inch step, keeping your heel down to stretch that ankle, and then reaching your front heel to the ground so that you can't cheat and push off. You're going to start on your weaker side and you're going to perform 20 reps. Then switch to the stronger side and just match it. Don't go any higher on the stronger side. Between each set of Patrick step-ups, you're going to come to the wall about an arm's length away. You're going to reach your knees a comfortable amount over your toes. Ideally, this will result in them going so far over the toes that your heel lifts off the ground, and then from that point, without any change in knee bend, performing 20 calf raises. But of course, you can start this at the exact comfortable amount of knee bend for you. On your 6th and final set of each, you'll film your last set from a side angle so I can observe if your hip is finishing in front of your ankle. If your hip is finishing in front of your ankle and your heel is staying down and you don't have any pain, then the next week we would progress to 4 inches, but only doing 15 reps per set because we're covering more range on each rep than we were at 2 inches. Then 6 inches, but only 12 reps per set. And finally, our goal of 8 inches, but only 10 reps needed per set. When you get to the point of trying 8 inches, you will still do your KOT calf raises, but now you'll drop to only 10 reps per set, rebuilding one leg at a time. So ideally, heel off the floor, full range, but just like your two-legged, you could start farther from the wall and gradually build up. Maintaining these two goals alone is elite for longevity, but for more intense performance purposes, we're then going to begin the process of adding load, and this is done by starting your first set with only body weight. Then on the 2nd through 6th sets, you'll add 10% of your body weight in additional load on the step up and 5% of your body weight in additional load on the KOT calf raise. When that becomes perfect, it becomes body weight on the first set, 10% on the second set, then 20% on sets 3 through 6 with exactly half those weights on the calf raise. Then body weight 10, 20, 30% on the last 3 sets. Then body weight 10, 20, 30, 40% on the last 2. And finally, body weight 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 with perfect form, and with half those, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 on the calf raise. In closing, I will leave you with this. It is truth before it becomes science. There's gravity before we figured out that there was gravity. So anyone trying to convince you out of this by saying it's not scientific or blah, 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 just because the Patrick step up and KOT calf raise have no studies done on them, but they are following evidential clues such as the proven statement that the soleus is the key to protecting your Achilles, such as the better your ankle can bend, the stronger you are stepping down. They haven't tested using it as an exercise that you train, but just the stronger you are stepping down, the less chance of knee ligament tears you have. So we're putting these clues together into a step-by-step plan. Very important to film last set from a side angle so I can ensure perfection and to never, ever work through pain. We are putting money in the bank with every rep. We're putting money in the bank to get the result we want. So there's no reason to rush it. There's no reason to push through pain. And it's very important to follow it with perfect form because the form ensures the correct loads. Cheating the weights, for example, with improper form would not necessarily load the muscles the way we want.